Genesis 12 isn't just the beginning of Abraham's story. It's the beginning of our salvation story. God looks at one man, Abram, in a world full of idols, corruption, violence, and scattered nations. And God says, "Go, leave everything. I'm making a new people through you." That moment was more than a command, it was a prophecy. Because just like Abraham left his father's house, Christ left his glory in heaven. Just like Abraham journeyed into the unknown by faith, Christ walked the road to the cross by perfect obedience. And just like Abraham offered his son on the mountain in Genesis 22, God would offer his own son on Calvary. Genesis 12 is the seed of the gospel planted. The four gospels are that seed blossoming. Acts is the fruit exploding across the nations. When Christ died, was buried, and rose, he opened the promise of Genesis 12 to the entire world, not by bloodline, but by being born again of the Holy Spirit. But hear me clearly. God's promise to physical Israel remains for this life. He doesn't cancel covenants. He doesn't break his word. Israel is still chosen, still beloved, still under God's earthly blessing. But what Genesis 12 also prophesied is this: through you, all nations will be blessed. Meaning any race, any tribe, any background, through Christ, they can be grafted in. Not replacing Israel, but being adopted eternally. That's why the Gospels show Christ reaching Romans, Samaritans, Gentiles, and Jews. That's why Acts shows the Spirit falling on Hebrews in Jerusalem, and then on Samaritans, and then on Gentiles in Cornelius' house. The same power, the same fire, the same new birth. Genesis 12 starts with one man leaving his home. Acts ends with a global, Spirit-filled family entering God's kingdom. Abraham carried a promise. Christ fulfilled the promise. The Spirit spreads the promise. Because God told Abraham, "I will bless you, that you may be a blessing." And through Christ's death, burial, and resurrection, and through the Holy Spirit in Acts, that blessing has now reached you. Genesis 12 proves God is a promise maker. Christ is the promise keeper, and the Holy Spirit is the promise deliverer. Share this message with someone today.